1 month ago, GoPro announced and released the GoPro Hero 2018. This was designed to appeal to a more broad base of individuals that are looking for an easy-to-use, compact, and durable camera. Now, after a month of use, is it still worth buying? Let's find out. What's up, everyone? I'm the Everyday Dad. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. GoPro gets beaten up a lot for making very niche cameras that are priced outside the range that an average person could afford or want to pay. And as other competition comes in from overseas that are cheaper with roughly the same image quality, some even have better image quality depending on which camera you get. They seem to be taking a step in making their camera line more accessible to the average everyday person, kind of like me. Probably you. If you want to see more in-depth videos about the GoPro Hero 2018, I have a whole playlist that you can go through right here. Ding! Now, if you haven't seen any of those, let's bring everybody up to speed on the specs of the GoPro Hero 2018. The Hero 2018 has a 10 megapixel camera. It can shoot in 1440 and 1080p in 30 and 60 frames per second. It does have electronic image stabilization. It's not the best electronic image stabilization, but it's pretty good. It is still waterproof down to 33 feet, and it also has a touch-enabled screen on the back that makes it very easy to change settings and frame your shot prior to hitting record. So after a month of use, let's talk about the things that I like and the things that I don't like about the GoPro Hero 2018. Let's change it up a little bit this time. Let's start off with the things that I really like. Durability. I still love how durable and waterproof the GoPro body is. I use an off-brand gimbal that is water resistant, and being able to use the GoPro in the gimbal without worrying about it breaking is a huge win. I cannot overstate how much I depend on the body of the GoPro Heroes. Also, I like not needing to baby cameras when I throw them in my bag. I'm pretty rough on my gear, as we've all seen, and I just like throwing it in the bag, and that peace of mind cannot really be overstated either. So the one thing that GoPro does better than any other camera company out there is they make these durable, tough little cameras, and nobody can take that away from them. They're the best in the market at that. Touchscreen. The GoPro menu system is still my favorite way to change settings on the fly. It is the easiest system to use of all of the action cameras I've gone through, and I've gone through a few of them. It's absolutely 100% the best menu system on the market right now, in my personal opinion. Audio. Surprisingly enough, I find that the Hero 2018 is better audio than the Hero 6 Black. Let's do a quick audio test between the two. And this is an audio test between the two cameras. Now, one thing that the GoPro Hero 2018 does do better than the GoPro Hero 6 Black is I personally think its audio is a little better. So, audio test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio test, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that kind of gives you a difference. They're both set on wide, so it should be the exact same shot, and the only difference should be the audio quality that you're hearing out of the two cameras. Which, again, I get nervous about the audio quality being better on the Hero 2018 because that makes me feel like maybe it's not as waterproof as they say it is, because it's the exact same bodies. The only way they're going to make the audio better is maybe leaving extra holes in it. So I don't know, but it makes me nervous. And those are the things that I really like. And some of those could be absolute decision makers if you need something like this that is durable and waterproof without a case. Like I said, it's a pretty big deal for me, could be a pretty big deal for you. But the positives of the GoPro Hero 2018, none of them really have anything to do with the Hero 2018 itself. It's more like things that the GoPro Hero, since the Hero 5 Black that have this body, can do. So it's nothing specifically for the Hero 2018, it's just something that GoPros in general do. Now let's talk about the not so sunny aspects and some of the things that have frustrated me and I haven't liked in the last month of using this thing. First up, image quality. For the price tag, the Hero has okay image quality, but for $200, I would expect a little more out of the image department. I find that it has roughly the same image quality as my Lite, which costs half the price. It's $100 versus $200. It should be a little bit better than what it is. Video settings. Now, I mentioned in my original video, but it still hasn't changed through firmware, despite my deepest hopes, but there's still no Pro Tune settings. And on top of that, there is still no Super View or linear mode. And let's just see how important those are. So this is the difference between wide view on the GoPro Hero 2018 and super view on the GoPro Hero 6 Black. You can see the difference, way more cropped in, way more open, and I just like that better. One of the major advantages that GoPro still retains in the market is the ability to capture almost everything in front of you, and an additional feature that makes GoPro footage look less like GoPro footage when you need a regular camera image. They're not here on the Hero 2018. Now, this is not necessarily a good vlogging format, but sometimes you want your GoPro footage to not look like GoPro footage. You don't want that big fisheye distortion. You want everything to look very nice. So this is linear on the GoPro Hero 6 Black versus narrow on the GoPro Hero 2018. Because again, the GoPro Hero doesn't have linear, it just has wide, medium, narrow. That is so frustrating to me, and that could be a deal breaker depending. This is such a divisive camera because it has things that if you want a cheap GoPro, this is the way to go. But it also is missing things that if you need a decent action camera, it doesn't have. And then compatibility with accessories. Now, something I didn't realize when I made the original video was GoPro purposefully handicapped the Hero 2018 to not work with the majority of their accessories. Hold on, let's pause. I hate when companies throttle their own technology to upsell you on their other branded cameras. That's such a crappy move. That's why I stick with Sony cameras, I stick with Panasonic cameras. They put as many features as they can in every one of their cameras that they can afford to. It's a great system to use. I hate when companies do that. Now, if you check out Air Photography's channel, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, he made a video showing that though it's labeled as not being compatible, the GoPro Hero 2018 will still work with the GoPro Hero audio adapter. I rarely use the audio out of my action camera, so I never have purchased the GoPro audio adapter. So it's not something that I would use. Like I said earlier, I also use an off-brand gimbal, so I wouldn't use the GoPro Karma, which apparently this does not work with. If I were looking to buy a GoPro for my personal video use, this would be a deal breaker for me. Like I said, I hate when companies hamstring their own products. I refuse to support a company that does that. I'm sorry, GoPro. I love you guys. You guys are killing me. Like, I'm trying to recommend you as much as I can, but your recent cameras are very, very hard to recommend to anybody. So please, if you can unlock those things in a firmware update, you'd create a lot of goodwill amongst the action camera community. After 1 month, do I recommend the GoPro Hero 2018? No, I do not recommend the GoPro Hero 2018. The only way that I would still recommend the Hero 2018 is the exact thing I said in my initial impressions video. If you only have $199 and you must have a waterproof without a case action camera, that is the only way I would advise buying the GoPro Hero. Any other circumstance, I would say no. Save your money for the Hero 5 Black if you want to have a GoPro that bad. It's functional with everything. If you want a GoPro, get that one. Skip the GoPro Hero 2018. I'm definitely going to be selling mine because I'm disappointed. Thanks for watching.